I'm going to replace that word with matches.
Hi everyone.
Hello everyone. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to play General Mills' Monster Crunch, the breakfast battle game, featuring these famous cereal box characters during Halloween. You have Count Chocula, Boo Berry, Frankenberry, and then there's Fruit Brute and Fruity Yummy Mummy. I have never heard of these two characters until now. Maybe these were cereal box characters from back in the 70s or 80s. I don't know. In any case, in this game, your goal is to eat the most cereal compared to your opponents. This is kind of like the diaphragm of how you actually play the game. So, this is what you get. You have 180 different cards, 36 cards representing each of the characters, so each player gets 36 cards. You have your milk tokens, which goes in the center of the board. You got 10 of these Up Placard cards. These go to 2 per player, of the respective player of wherever they chose for their character, of course. And under here you have 5 of these Cereal Bowl Placards, 1 for each player. There's Count Chocula, Frankenberry, and such, so there's all 5 of these. Fruit Brute and Fruity Yummy Mummy are very, very similar. Very scarily similar, pun intended. Look, they actually have the your name of the cereal right on the back as well. These, all the cards here, they have all just numbers. But I do like the backgrounds of them, especially Frankenberry. So if I were to play this game myself, I would definitely go with Frankenberry, since the cards are very vibrant. Oop, I did miss like a small stack down there. And then of course your milk tokens, your placards, so they're kind of like abilities. I'll get to these a little bit later on. And then your instructions. So let's take it right from the top of the cereal bowl. There is one thing that I want to clarify. According to the instruction booklet, the matchup that this game references, they call them hands. This is going to sound really confusing to you, so for me to help you clear this up, I'm going to replace that word with matches. So in this game, like I said, your goal is to eat as much cereal as you can over everyone else, and after 3 matches, whoever's eaten the most cereal wins the game. So to set everything up, you take your cereal bowl placard of your choice. So for this video, I'm going to go with the Frankenberry one, and you place it right here. You then take your 2 Up Placard cards, and you place them face up in front of you below your cereal bowl, as shown. You then take 1 milk token, place it over here, and once everyone has taken their milk token, the rest of the milk tokens go up here in the center of play. Then you take your respective deck of 36 cards, you shuffle them, place them right here, and then you draw 12 cards and add them to your hand without showing them to anyone else. Whoever has recently eaten a real bowl of cereal then goes first. And in the case that you're not playing a 5-player game, any unused cards go back into the box. So this game is played in 3 matches, with multiple rounds in each match and multiple turns in each round. When it's your turn, you can choose to play cards or pass. The first player of a round can start by playing any card. So for example, I'll go first, and I decide to play a 1. Place your card in the bowl like this. Then the player on your left must play a 1 or higher in their bowl to keep going. The next player after that then has to play a card that is equal to or higher than the last card play to stay alive. Once it comes back around, and take for example the player on my right plays a 7, I don't have any choice but to play a 10 unless I can pass and I don't have to play the 10, but just for example, I'll play and stay alive. If I am unable to play any cards from my hand, or I choose not to, I can pass. If I have to pass, or rather in second person perspective, if you pass it around, take your face-up cards from your bowl, place them to the side to make a scoring pile. You take one milk token from the pile if there's any. You place it in your collection of milk tokens nearby, and then you are eliminated for the rest of the round. The round is over when there's only one player left. The last player standing for that round takes all the cards from their bowl face up next to them to make their own scoring pile. They, however, don't collect a milk token. Then all the players that have any cards left in their hand, they keep the cards for the next round. The last player standing from the last round starts the new round and plays any card that they want from their hand into their bowl. When any player plays the last card from their hand into their bowl, the match is immediately over. Whether it's at the start, the middle, or near the end of that round, the match is done. Place any cards that are in your bowl into your scoring pile, and any cards that you have left in your hand, you remove them out of the game. If you have any milk tokens in your collection, you can keep them for later. Then, you draw another 12 cards from your deck and start the second match, and you just repeat as necessary. The player that ran out of cards in the last match gets to start the first round of the new match. Once all 3 matches are done, the player who has eaten the most cereal wins. So before I move on to the scoring system to tell you how you can actually win this game, let's talk about the other 2 things Monster Crunch has to offer. The Power-Up Placards, also known as the Monster Power Placards, and the Milk Tokens. Let's cover the Power-Up Placards first. When you start the game, whatever monster that you choose, for example if you chose Count Chocula, you get both of Count Chocula's Power-Up Placards. You can choose any turn to use your Power-Up cards, but once you use one of them, that is it. You have to remove it from the game. So in other words, you can only use each one just once per entire game. Also, read carefully, as shown here, when you have to play it. So for example, for this card, you must use this before you actually play a card into a cereal box. I will reveal what each of these power-up cards do near the end of the video. Now what about these little guys, the milk tokens? Well, you can play these milk tokens to combine cards when you play them into your bowl to eat more cereal. Whenever you spend milk tokens, you place them back into the center of the play area as shown. So, for every extra card you play, it requires 1 milk token. So take for example, if you're going to play a combined total of 3 cards, you need 2 milk tokens. The first card is always free, but you need your 2 milk tokens to combine the other 2. There's also another catch. You must have 2 or more cards, along with your required milk tokens, that must either be in numerical order, like a straight in poker, or the same value for all your cards. So for example, I can play 3 11s because they all match, or I can play a straight like this. As shown, you have 8, 9, and 10. You can't, however, play both a numerical order and a pair like this. That's not allowed. It has to be either like all the same value, or it must be in numerical order, or as such, a straight. Also, when you combine cards and then you place it in your board like this, they are played and added together to make a new higher total. So when I play all 3 of these 11 cards, that's 33 points for that turn, which means the next player has to either play 33 points worth of cards or higher, unless they have to pass. So this is how you determine who wins with the scoring system. At the end of the 3rd match, players count how many cards that they have in their scoring piles. Do not pay any attention to the value or the numbers printed on the cards. So to help you out, just turn them face down like this, so when you count them, you don't look at the numbers. The player that has the most cards in their scoring pile has eaten the most cereal and wins the game. If there's a tie for most cards, then the tied player that has the most milk tokens in hand then wins the game. And if there's still a tie, well, both monsters win. Hooray! And that's how Monster Crunch, the breakfast battle game, works. So as a thank you for making it this far in the video, here's what the different power-up placards do. So starting with Count Chocula, you have Vampire. Use before playing. Place 1 card from your scoring pile back in the box, then take 1 milk token. Going Batty, use after plan. Until the next round, players must play equal to or lower than the previous player. Frankenberry, Milkenstein, use after plan. Take 1 milk token if you have 0 milk tokens. Strongberry, use before plan. Pay 1 milk token to combine any 2 cards this turn. Booberry, Ghostly, use before plan. Draw 2 cards. Boo, use before plan. Play a single card. That card's value is counted as double. Fruit Brute, Scary Howl, use before plan. Choose even or odd. Until the next round, players may only play cards of that type. Full Moon, use before plan. You may combine 2 cards with equal value this turn without spending a milk token. Fruity Yummy Mummy, Mummy's Tomb, use before plan. Swap 1 card from your hand with 1 card from your scorn pile. And Unwrap, use before plan. Until the next round, players may not combine cards. Again, I have not heard of Fruit Brute and Fruity Yummy Money until I got a hold of this game. I'm just gonna have to Google search for these 2 characters just to see if their cereal actually exists. I mean, everybody's heard of Booberry, Frankenberry, and Count Chocula, of course. Anyways, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more, and don't forget to check out my gaming channel, Markis P Gaming, for video game Let's Play content. I will see you later, but until then, like always, take care.